For 2 consecutive years, Australians have made more transactions online than in-store over the busiest shopping period, and we're seeing similar trends in New Zealand. And while we still love the physical store, 9 in 10 retail dollars spent offline were influenced by digital. When people decide to shop, their first instinct is to pick up their phone or laptop and find more information. This means shopping is digital first, and the challenge for brands is to show up and be helpful at every point in the consumer journey. I'm Renee Gamble, Director of Commerce for Google Australia New Zealand, and I'm going to show you how to realise commerce everywhere. The vast majority of Australian and New Zealand adults under the age of 55 now shop online. For this high lifetime value demographic, the very nature of shopping has changed, and it's changed for good. Let's take a closer look at the detail. Millennials and Gen Z are digital natives. They've always been comfortable shopping online. But throughout the pandemic, we've seen significant growth in online purchasing by adults all the way up to the top of the important under 55 cohort. And this is sustained, even with physical stores opening back up. But it's not just that they're using digital channels to shop more, they're using the same ones differently. The way they use search online is a great example. Australians are no longer just using Google search at the pointy end of their shopping journeys. 1 in 2 Australians under 55 are using search to research initial ideas of what they might need. And this behaviour is continuing to increase. People are exploring and evaluating online, meaning online touchpoints like search can be just as effective at driving discovery and awareness as driving action. So, consider how you use digital to help shoppers find your brand anywhere at any time. Because now more than ever, retail never sleeps. The internet never switches off. More than half of retail searches in Australia and New Zealand happen outside 9 to 5. And shoppers rely on that convenience, even when the store is part of their journey. While the majority of retail dollars spent offline are influenced by digital during the purchase journey, just under 85% of non-food related retail sales throughout the year still happen in a physical store. Australians and New Zealanders love shopping in store, but stores are now a physical touch point in a multi-channel consumer journey. Rather than being a challenge to the store's existence, digital's ability to influence store interactions presents a great opportunity for brands. People used to do certain things online and certain things in store, and there was a pretty clear line between the two. But recently, that line has become a whole lot more blurry. Where people used to go into physical stores to assess the size and shape of products, now they can watch unboxing or review videos on YouTube to do the same thing.
Spoiler alert, I bloody love it.
Where they used to check the shelves of their local store to see what was in stock, now they can check availability online and arrange click and collect. So, rather than viewing e-commerce and the store as 2 separate pathways, brands should now be considering how they can use their online presence to drive sales in store. Australian retailer BCF is on this journey right now.
Since the pandemic, we have seen loads more people online, lots more traffic to site, online revenue skyrocketing. What that has meant for BCF is that we ended the last financial year online sales representing 11%. And this year as well, that trend continues and it's actually up to 18%.
As a business, we're using online to grow online sales, but even more importantly, we're using it to drive in-store sales as well.
2 out of 3 customers will shop and research online before coming in-store to shop with us at BCF. We now have over 2 million active club customers. And essentially what that means for us is we have just this rich data that we can then use to leverage our omni-digital strategy. One of the great things that we've been able to do in the last year is really integrate full funnel digital marketing campaigns through the use of our Google products. So leveraging things like video action campaigns, YouTube campaigns at the top of the funnel, and then supporting that also through some discovery campaigns. And obviously shopping is a big one for us and text ads at the bottom of the funnel. So for us, it's kind of integrating them all, using them where we can and targeting the customer at the right place at the right time.
So we've changed a lot in what we're doing, both in terms of the level of investment and the focus that we're putting towards digital channels. And I don't see that changing or going back at any point in the near future.
The pace of consumer behavioural change has ramped up over the last 2 years, which means for many businesses, marketing based on old personas and yearly plans does no longer make sense. The challenge now is to be helpful to consumers everywhere, without knowing clearly where they'll go or what they'll do next. Consider how you can use insights and enhance your capabilities to create agile, multi-channel commerce experiences that help customers and realise the opportunity to drive sales for your business. Insights are key to understanding how your consumers shop at your store and online, as well as their motivations. And through first-party data, collected in a privacy-safe manner, you can identify ways to connect with customers in the moments that matter. So, start by making sure you know what information you already collect and building transparent value exchanges with your customers to fill the gaps. Then, build your capabilities. Automate your campaigns to show up with the right message for the right consumer, whether they're discovering new products or checking availability before heading to store. So, what should you be doing today? Well, with more people buying online and using more digital touchpoints before they come into stores, you need a connected digital and physical experience. But creating that experience doesn't happen overnight. Start by investing in first-party data and measurement to build a detailed understanding of your customers and their journeys, how they shop, what they're doing online, offline, and what it means for your business. Then, embrace new capabilities through automation that allows you to stay responsive even when the pace of change is hard to keep up with. By doing this, you'll build a digital foundation for your business that's reliable, agile, and most importantly, future-proof. So, if you're still rethinking your marketing approach, now is the time to put thought into action. It's time to realise commerce everywhere.